Good day, rescue enjoyers. So with the video you're about to see, I just want to give you a little bit of context. So I actually recorded this back on Tuesday, a few days ago, but then some very interesting developments appeared later on. So I actually made a second portion of the video. Look in the chapters right now, you'll see everything's in the description. But based on what's happening, it really does look like we're going to be getting some new Skinnables soon. And so let's take a look. Good evening, rescue enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, 'cause it's time to talk about the possibility of seeing some brand new Skinnables into Rust. So a good month ago, we talked about potentially seeing some more weapons becoming skinnable. SKS, handmade LMG, I know you're eager for them. People are always asking, how come we don't have SKS skins now? Every Rust Workshop skin checks I do, someone's always asking for it. But Face Punch actually stepped forward and asked us, didn't they? They went on their Twitter, the PlayRust Twitter, and they asked, what weapons would you like to see become skinnable next? Well, I went through the survey. We discussed, loads of people did comment what they wanted to see. Loads of people talk about, oh, it'd be nice we had this, we had that. Well, today we're going to be doing it again. Because just a few days ago, guess what we saw? What tool skins do you want to see in game? Okay, well, this is interesting. I guess potentially at some point, maybe early next year, they'll probably handpick some weapons, some tools, maybe some more things, and, make them skinnable. Because last year, they did make quite a fuss saying, oh, we're going to introduce some brand new Skinnables soon. And it was just the backpack, the large backpack. To this day, people are still asking me, where's the small backpack skins? I don't know, ask Face Punch, they're right there. So this, of course, is on the PlayRust Twitter. This whole tweet here will be linked in the description, so scroll down, you can take part in this if you want as well. So anyway, does this mean next month, early October, could they ask about something else? And chances are it'll probably be deplorables. When you consider all the clothing and armor pieces, all of them are skinnable right now at the moment, aren't they? Well, wolf headdress, bone armor, heavy armor. If anything, I think a lot of people would be eager for some wolf headdress skins. Anyway, let's focus this. So I am now anticipating the possibility that at some point next year we will see brand new Skinnables, which of course would definitely be very, very interesting, because I'm always looking on the Rust Workshop. Oh, by the way, Halloween's happening soon. Always keeping an eye on all the brand new skins, and it's nice to see some interesting designs, but we tend to see the same thing over and over and over again. How many sheep with the door skins have we seen recently? How many garage door skins have we seen recently? Yeah. So the possibility of seeing something different, something other than an AK-47 and a SAR skin. What about an SKS? Huh? What about a prototype handgun? Oh. Wolf headdress skins. Technically speaking, you might say, what about all the Lunar New Year masks? All the Lunar New Year masks are technically wolf headdress skins, but I want to see an actual cool, different design for a wolf headdress. Anyway, back over to here. Let's focus the subject for today, the possibility of seeing some brand new tool skins. So I'm about to go through the survey, and of course you can do it yourself. But be warned, if you're a streamer, the email you're currently signed in, the Gmail account, it will appear. So if I were to just quickly showcase this to you now, it'll appear like so. That's my YouTube email, no issues with that. So, shall we get started? And let's see what they question us in the survey. So, if you want to potentially win $10 whole of Rust skins, feel free to go ahead, take part, post your profile. Now, if you just go to your browser over here, if I were to copy page URL, and if I go back over to here, I can then paste it in, like so, and there you go. I don't really need to win. Just wanted to show how you can do it. Now, of course, if you're signed in on browser, you just go to the bar and you'd copy and paste. You get the idea. So, first proper question: how do you typically discover new skins when you want to, that you want to purchase? Now, I've got to be honest with you. Where's Hedge? I guess I just look at all of it. I guess I'm always looking at new skins, but I'm always one of the first people to know when the Rust rotates. So I just ticked all of them. How often do you buy skins? Is it referencing buying it from the store? Is it referencing buying it from the Steam market? If we're going to go, include the Steam market, yeah, I buy them every day through barders and whatnot. Now, someone pointed this out last time when we talked about the weapon skinnables. What is your typical budget per skin? And some smart person just had to stand up and say, Hedge, you hardly ever buy any skins for $3 to $4. You're always offering less than $1. You're always doing buy orders. Listen, when the situation arises where I feel the need to go ahead and buy some skins from the store, I'm more than happy to spend up to $4, maybe even more. So I treated the answer that way. It's not like I can click all of them. I can only click one. And I feel like that's what it's asking. If it clarified a little bit better, that's cool. But I'm under the impression that it's basically asking, how much are you willing to spend for a brand new, like, SKS skin and whatnot? That's what I think the question is. Face punch, if that's not, feel free to step in, feel free to comment below. And then comes the question, how many new skins would you like to see in the weekly store refresh? So I think I talked about this last time. I put 14 down because typically when we have like a force wipe, September force wipe, October force wipe, November force wipe, if there's a theme, like with a brand new big update, case in point, November, we're going to see the naval update, I'm not opposed to seeing a lot of theme skins around the update. Naval update, well, I'm expecting boat theme skins, general aquatic theme skins, pirate skins. Well, we'll see if they're trying to actually enforce that with the brand new update. A sea captain's hat, I mean, I'm totally down for that. Anyway, the main point is, I'm totally fine to see that when it's all focused around a brand new big update. And usually, and it's happened before, usually the very next rush store will have a lot less skins. Only like 8, so it usually evens out. So, okay, cool. That's my answer in regards to that. If it's not the question that's being asked, I mean, they should clarify more. But I feel like I've explained myself perfectly. So, let's now move on. And now we actually get to see what they're offering in regards to what potentially could become the very next tall Skinnables. Binoculars. How often do you use binoculars? Are you actually using them in terms of strategy? Trying to keep a distance away? Spy upon what your neighbours are up to? I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just trying to figure out what could you like put on the binoculars. Could you be like a neighbourhood spy or something? What are they up to? Homeowners Association. All right, I think I'll give that 4. Now, Bota bag, how often do you even use it? If we could skin bottles and have like a Coca-Cola and a Sprite bottle, that would be pretty funny. I think Americans would say Gatorade. All right, I'll give that. But then again, for this, what would you consider for a Bota bag? Do you even use them that much? I'm not saying no, it's just I just can't really think of any ideas. Now, for the C4 explosive, if we have satchel charges and if we have grenades becoming skinnable, I mean, I can't say no to that. I'll give it a 5. Now, for the camera, isn't the camera technically a DLC item? I think I'll give that a 3. Chainsaw, yes. If we have the jackhammer being skinnable, chainsaw, like, yeah, duh, go on, yeah, of course. And you're always using it. You sip your tea, you run to the forest, and you destroy a tree. So, yeah, awesome. Handcuffs. What kind of handcuffs? I know, of course, we have the ones in game. But could they do like a DLC with, get all the fluffy ones? I think I'll just put that maybe as like a 3. I think it's a bit too thin, a bit too small, so I don't think you'd be able to do that much. Talking in regards to the skin creators. But yeah, if they made their very own special DLC, where it's all fluffy, I mean, yep, sure, moving on. Handmade fishing pole. I mean, kind of reminding myself like the spear from last time when we talked about the weapon skinnables. I'll give it a 4. Sure, we'll see what could be done there. Hose tool. 4, again, not too big. Metal detector. Sure, I'll give that a 4. Pipe tool. Or RF transmitter. I don't think you could really do that much with it. But salvage decks, yes. For so many years, we have had salvaged ice picks. We've had salvaged ice pick skins, and even recently, when they started the initiative for items that don't get that many skins, to push the skin creators to make more skins for them, we recently saw like 5 brand new salvaged ice pick skins. Give us the salvage decks, please. Yeah. How can we have salvaged ice pick skins for so long and no salvaged axes? I know for a fact a lot of people have been asking that for already. So, alright, cool. Smoke grenade. They should be like different coloured. So, if it was pink, it'd be pink smoke. If it was red, it'd be red smoke. That should be some sort of DLC, if anything. So, sure, we'll give it a 4. Torch, yes. I know for a fact a lot of people, and even skin creators, they want to make some torch skins. Might be a bit tricky with the size, but you always spawn with a torch, and I know for a fact a lot of people would like to see more of them. Now, just to clarify, why does it say community made? It's because we've already had the special DLC torch in the Abyss DLC pack, and of course we had the Cultist Deer torch, which was a special Halloween item. So this is in regards to skin creators making them. And I ask you now, if you could think of a torch skin, what idea would you have? Feel free to comment below. Now, wallpaper tool, I gotta be honest with you, I don't really think many people are going to try and skin a wallpaper tool. I just don't really see the point of it, so I'm going to put not really. Water bucket, I don't think so. And wire tool, yeah, I think a lot of people would like a nice skinnable wire tool. So overall, I think I'm fine with my choices. Like I said, we already have satchel charges and grenades. Yes, they explode very quickly. I don't think many people skin them because of that, because, alright, I skin it. Oh, that's gone. Yay. I mean, they've already done it, so I don't see no reason why C4 can't have it. You could, like, it could be like a little special takeaway package, special delivery and all that. Yeah, so I could see some fun ideas for some skins for that. Chainsaw, again, consider every jackhammer skin we've got. It could easily be then put onto, like, the chainsaw. There's a lot of interesting collections. I could see some very cool designs for a chainsaw. So, yep, cool. Scrolling back down, Salvage Decks, same applies. Got plenty of Salvage Dice Pick skins to a point. It's like 20 or so. I'd love to see more Salvage Axes. And then, of course, with the torch, I think I've already just explained that. So, overall, I feel like that's fine. But I've got to be honest with you, like, quite a few of these are a bit questionable. But maybe when we actually see skins for them, maybe I'll change my tune. Fair enough. But personally, feel free to comment below, what did you prioritise in regards to what you want to see become skinnable next? And what ideas do you have for some skin ideas? I won't be surprised if some of the skin creators we look in the description, or rather the comment section, and yeah. So let's go submit that. Thank you very much, and ta-da! Thank you very much. Please, can I win the prize? Thank you. So anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something next month. I'm definitely expecting deplorables. Could we see another one? And they do question about clothing and armor, because from the top of my head, what else could there be? Like, in regards to deplorables, I'm thinking about bed. I'm thinking about trying to remember everything now. Stone barricades. I still stand by the idea I've had for a very long time. Face Punch should consider knocking on the door to Valve and say, "Hey, are we allowed to use the weighted companion cube for a special skin?" And just make it stone barricade. Just sits out there, doesn't do anything. Sell it for like $10. Put it towards a charity. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. So yeah, there's still, there's plenty of things that could be skinnable. But now's your chance. Stand up. Go to the comments. Say what you think, and let's see what happens in the near future. I don't think we're going to see these skinnables before the end of the year. I think it'll be the beginning of next year. So keep an eye out, and of course, keep an eye on the commits. Hopping over to here, plenty of things are being talked about, more specifically meta shift. So we were under the impression that with the October 4 swipe, as it was stated in the blog post, the most recent September blog post, some meta shifts will be happening, some significant balance changes will be happening. And today we've seen changes happening to the wooden barricade, brand new Shore Crate Tier 0. Shore Crate's going to appear. I don't think it'll have that much insane stuff in it, or will it? We'll see. So, lots of new things are being introduced. Whilst it doesn't come across as a massive content update, it definitely comes across as something very interesting that could probably change, like, early game. We'll see. And of course, with the barricades later on and whatnot. So, okay, that's cool. And I did kind of briefly walk across this, but yes, Halloween contest is started. So all Halloween skin submissions need to be submitted before October 7th, or rather, like, on the day. You get the idea. Last year, we saw about 200 skins in total. I wouldn't doubt that we see that happen again. The next question is, are we going to see 3 weeks of Halloween, or are we going to see just 2? Not sure, but last year we did get 3. And with how the dates are lining up at the moment, I'm honestly under the impression it's going to be 3 again, which then probably lead to 3 weeks of Christmas again. We shall see. Are we going to see any brand new items? Haven't seen any mentions of that. I'll be very surprised if they do that. So, alright, cool. Keep an eye out. So that's everything. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you for, of course, being up to date in regards to what's going on with Ruskins in general and whatnot. I guess I could probably point out, if you're a little bit bored with Ruskins, consider watching this video talking about sandbox skins. Yes, you can technically get Sandbox right now. You can play anything in it right now. You just have to look in the description. You'll see developer preview. But in that video, I talk about the success and the big gains, the big profits I've made just by buying Sandbox skins 6 months ago. I waited it out. Oh, great. I paid it all off by selling one skin, one cosmetic. So if you're curious about that, feel free to jump in. And that's it. That's a wrap. So thank you very much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck with you and your investments. And let's see what brand new Skinnables we see potentially next year. Anytime soon. We'll see. Good evening, YouTube and other people watching the video. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? So I'm actually recording this basically a good few days after the first portion. I wanted to give you a very interesting update. Before we do anything, just will point out, with the current Rust store, so many skins appear to be selling a little bit less than initially expected. Xenotype armor with only 17,500 subscribers. This is selling less compared to the scrap box from the previous week. And that scrap box barely reached 36,000 subscribers. So that's looking pretty interesting. Both these deplorables here, both of them look like they're going to easily reach 20,000 subscribers. So, okay. Night Demon hoodie and pants, they seem to be selling just a little bit more compared to tier 3. If it ends up doing like 1,000 subscribers more, that's fine. 2,000, that's still fine. 3,000 might be a bit questionable. So, alright. And this fridge right here, this has sold less compared to the deep sea fridge from the previous week. And that fridge didn't even reach 10,000 subscribers. You're telling me nice, bright, colourful Outer Planets fridge is selling next to nothing? Yeah. That's a big surprise to me, just saying. So, okay then, Hedge. What are we here for? Why have we reappeared a few days later? Well, I was happy to leave the video as is, because, of course, we were just assuming and hoping, we were expecting, we were anticipating that maybe some point next year we'll probably get a lovely batch of brand new Skinnables. But on Friday, the 12th of September, we're keeping track of the commits, and something very, 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 very interesting has just appeared. Or rather, a good many hours ago. Mr. Pilgrim, for some strange reason, has felt the need to update the HMLMG with its UVs, its textures, and the bed. Now I'm going to give you a nice little indication here. This is probably looking like the HMLMG and the bed are probably going to be one of the skins that's going to become skinnable next. Ooh, start anticipating. So, I put some tweets out, so you'll see here. I'm very happy. There is no 100% guarantee, but it does kind of lean towards, there'd be no other reason for why they'd be doing it. Or maybe they just think they could improve the HMLMG's appearance and the bed. Or maybe they're just trying to make it skinnable. We'll see. But this is definitely looking very, very, very tasty. So, I bring up once again, race car bed hopers, rejoice! Loads of people very happy. Got all the perfect gifts here to the side. Beautiful. I really do hope we see a race car bed DLC thing in the future. Give it as a Twitch drop. Let everybody race very fast in their dreams. So, okay. Just want to give you an extra little addendum. This is really, 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 really interesting. And potentially next month, they'll probably ask for deplorables or clothing and armor. Could we see skinnable wood armor? Could we see wolf headdresses? What about hazmat skins? What about tool cupboard skins? Will they allow skin creators to make their own tool cupboard skins? Would you like to see a No Mercy tool cupboard? What about an Abyss tool cupboard? What about a Redemption tool cupboard? Ooh, blackout, whiteout? Sure. So, okay. Lots of interesting things potentially on the horizon. But also lots of very interesting things just around the corner. With credit to Mr. Cyfex on Twitter, he apparently has the first view of the initial test for the volcanoes in Rust. That is lava. When you walk on lava, it burns you. That is very interesting. But apparently, they've allowed the idea of being able to mod the lava, aka, at some point in the future, we could have special servers where we could do the floor is lava. We could have some parkour servers where if you fall off, oh, okay, you've just fallen into lava, cooked, burned. So, okay, lots of very interesting things on the, just around the corner. And of course, things have developed, as we've seen on the commits, some very, very, very interesting changes with meta shift. This is the proposed October balancing update. Lots of changes to loot. Blueprints making a return apparently, although just specifically for Workbench 2 and Workbench 3. Is it going to actually succeed in slowing people down in general, more specifically the bigger clans? Or is it just going to make Solo's life even worse? We'll see. But things are definitely looking very, 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 very cool. I should also point out we're noticing more Twitch drops appearing. So, once again, feel free to comment below. And you can say this for pretty much any item in game now. What would you personally absolutely love to see become skinnable? If I could give you 5 slots, what would you like to see being added? I guess we can't add HMLMG and bed. So what 5 slots would you like to see become skinnable? And, you know, if you're going to say wood armor, I guess that counts as all as one thing. You know what I mean? Like the head and the body and whatnot. That counts as one group. So that would be one choice. So, yeah. Feel free to comment below. And let's look forward to the future. Very, 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 very interesting and fun things on the horizon.